Hey, it's Mr. Turk. Every time. I'm going to walk you through how to combine one photo with our transparent text backgrounds in two pieces of software. I'm going to show you how to do it in Adobe Sketch, and I'm going to show you how to do it in Snapseed. And you can use either one. It's up to you. So I've already taken a selfie, and for this project, use whatever photo you want to use. Hopefully it's a photo of you and your family, or just you and your friends hanging out, something that looks interesting, lively. And right now, I've shared the link to the transparent text background, so they're right here. They don't look like anything because a lot of the text is black. So I'm just going to tap on three dots, tap save, and this will save to my downloads folder. And I'm just going to download two here. And you can pick out which ones you like, or download all of them. And then, let's go to Adobe Sketch, and we'll combine those two together real quick here. You can also use Adobe Photoshop Mix. So actually, let's do Adobe Photoshop Mix. Let's try it in here. They do kind of the same things. They allow you to mix and match layers, change blending modes, all that stuff. Hey, there's Nura. So I'm going to tap the plus sign here. I'm going to tap Device. And this is going to bring me to all my recent photos. So I'm going to tap on my selfie here to start my project. And basically what I want to do is I want to add another layer. So I have one layer already, my selfie. So I'm going to tap on this little plus sign here, and this little layer button will show you and hide your layer. So I'm going to tap the plus sign, I'm going to tap Device, and this time I'm going to navigate to my Downloads folder, which is, if I just tap Images here, Downloads. So these are my two backgrounds. Again, I can't see this black one because it's got black text. So I'm just going to tap on that one. And so this here is outputted for screens. So I can just take two fingers, just make it a little bit bigger, and it should be the right size here, like so. So there's a couple things I can do to this layer. I can adjust it and do stuff like coloring and all that. I can change the blending mode here. So depending on the kind of text, color that you have, changing the blending mode will do different things. And this is probably, this is a little nicer. Do that. Let's do soft light. And then I think I can edit this layer. So select and refine your selection with the tools. So in here, I can cut out stuff. I got some tools here that I can use. I'm just going to use a basic selection, and we're just going to cut out my head. Whoopsies. That's maybe not what I want, so I'm going to cancel and try that one more time here. Let's try the feather tool. The basic selection. It's gonna keep all the stuff in the background. So I'm just gonna draw on my background here, so that we keep this stuff. We get a little bit of a fade there. And again, I'm adding to the selection here, so I can continue to add to my cutout. If I didn't like how this turned out, I could switch to subtract and paint parts of this that I didn't want to be a part of my selection away. And then hit the check mark. And now instead of drag this to merging copy. So now instead of it kind of affecting all of me, we kind of hiding it from my face here. Kind of sucks that you can't see that while you're working on it, but I guess your phone can only handle so much. So again, I can go back to cutout and I can continue to add and subtract from this by just painting with my finger here and try to get it more around my head. Just kind of go back and forth, right? Adding, subtracting. All right, and this is all subjective. It's just whatever you like or want. So there we go. That's the preview button. That'll show us how it's actually behaving. So I think that looks okay. I think I can still, yeah, now I can tap and drag to kind of add more of this in. And again, I'm just doing like a gentle fade here. Plus to add, minus to subtract. So I don't want any on my face or my hair. You know, just kind of going back and forth here. All right, just trying to merge the two. And that looks pretty good. It's nice and subtle. Kind of wraps around my shoulders. It looks okay. Of course, there's way more sophisticated tools in here that you could use. Right now I'm using the basic selection. I could use the smart selection tool and play around with that, and that might detect my edges a little bit better. But I just want kind of a quick, fast, and easy way to add this hashtag into my picture. So I'm just going to hit the check mark because I'm happy with this. And then I'm going to hit the share button in the upper right hand corner. And I just want to save this to my phone's gallery. So I'm going to tap save to gallery, and there we go. So that's how you can combine two images in Photoshop Mix. But if you don't like how that looks, or you want to try it in a different all right, so I'm actually going to combine another photo or another selfie with the photo in Photoshop Mix here. So I'm going to tap the plus sign, device, and I'm just going to use the same selfie I used before. So I'm going to go to my images here, camera. And just as an example, I'm going to do some different steps this time. So I'm going to add a new layer here, device. Let's go to our downloads folder here. And let's try it with the white text this time. There we go. So I got it kind of lined up how I want it to. And we can, again, change the blending mode here. Now, because the text is white, it'll do different things depending on the mode we pick. So, you know, things will just look different. Actually, kind of like overlay. I don't have to do it super intense here, so I could turn that down or up. But I'm going to erase the parts of the text that are covering my face. So I'm just going to hit the check mark here. And then we are going to cut out the text here. So I'm going to tap the preview icon. I'm going to tap on this little brush here. We're going to do a smart selection and see how that works. So I'm going to tap and drag on my face. I'm just going to make sure I cover all of that. Okay, hey, not bad actually. But it selected the text, so I just got to tap invert, and there we go. So I'm going to switch to minus, and I'm going to subtract some of this stuff on the face here. Still got a little bit of straggler text. That works pretty good, actually, surprisingly. So it's doing it like almost by letter, which is kind of interesting. Not by edge. And that's because I think we're on the text layer, we're not on the photo layer. It's not acknowledging the photo layer information. So now that I've done a smart selection, I can switch to a basic And I can kind of clean this up a little bit more. So if I want to add, like, say, the T over here, I can just kind of tap and drag on that T, kind of fine tune that. The B and the R over here, I could fine tune that. And the R over here, I could fine tune that. Right? And again, it's pretty easy, pretty intuitive. I'm kind of surprised how well this is working, considering it's not entirely perfect, but you get the idea. So if I was happy with this, right, I could keep going, keep playing around with it, but it doesn't need to be a lot of work. It just needs to look kind of presentable. And once I've got kind of the basic premise here, right, you know, I can kind of go back to making more text backgrounds, or try to find some more photos to add this to, right? The faster and the more times you practice this, the better you'll get. And you just want to make sure in your caption, right, that you advertise like, hey, post something with Bruins Turkey, hashtag Bruins Turkey. So I'm going to hit the check mark here, right? It's still not great. Like, I got some text on the bottom here, so I'm just going to crop that out. And that looks fine to me. So I'm going to tap share, save to gallery. And yeah, that's how to use Photoshop Mix to combine two images.